done. Hey, bro, what are you doing? Ooh. I want Ritz, that, Ray. Get up, get up. I'm cooked. My God, bro. That's crazy. That's why you gotta do this. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. You can't get me now, boy. Never, boy. Bro. I keep on falling. Now it's an invalid win. You're cooked. LOL. You can't hit me. I have the thing. What's this thing? You can't get me. I'm the fattest. Pop it. Why did I just waste bullets? Yo, someone gifted me. No way. Get juked. You got juked like crazy. Nah, that's crazy. We bring up. Nah, that's crazy. I want it that way. No way, I just gotta win. I didn't even do anything. Alright. Wait, what? Bro. Alright. I want it that way. Oh my God, I want it that way. No way, I just gotta win. I didn't even do anything. Alright. Wait, what? No! Alright, bro. Chat. Oh my God, I want it that way. No way, I just gotta win. I didn't even do anything. Alright, it's not too long. Oh, yeah. Storina, he. Alright, bro. Chat. Alright, chat. What do we do? Oh my god, I want it that way. No way, I just gotta win. I didn't even do anything. Alright, let's move on. Oh, yeah. Storina, he. Alright, bro. Chat. Alright, chat. What do we do? Oh. Storina, he. What? Okay, buddy. I'm gonna do what he's doing, you know. You know what I mean, chat. I'm so fat. What? Okay, buddy. I'm gonna do what he's doing, you know. You know what I mean, chat. I'm so fat. Oh yeah, someone thought I had a hitbox one time. It's like, bro, I do not. What do you mean? I literally suck. Okay, buddy. Okay. Yo, what's this? I'm center. It'll get better. Bro. Chill. Imagine. Okay, bro, like how? How actually, chat? So, see. No way, he just said. Okay, bro, like how? Oh. He said you are nice loadout. He was trying to say you are paid to win. See what shark bait can do. Ready? RPG, please. Yo. How? How? This chat. Yo, he's cheating. He's cheating. He's cheating. You guys can obviously see. Going against a cheater. Oh my god, bro. Can't even get a win against this guy, probably. Okay, buddy. Oh my god. How is he hitting me with daggers? Headshots each time! Oh my god. Every time. Oh, imagine if he would have went up there. Yo, that literally hit his head. Okay, bro. Yeah, y'all see his sheen. Oh my god, bro. Oh. No way he just said you're just bad. That's crazy.
But yeah, let me see. I'll see it go on. Is pizza done yet?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, I didn't say a word. Okay.
No, it is, but we're waiting for it to cook more. We're waiting for it to cook more by itself. Smells so good.
All right. Well, I'll see you. Yeah. Come on in whenever you're ready. Okay. Okay. Bye.
I let Chase do the majority of everything.
Yeah.
I didn't add any oil to this.
There's
Yeah, output. Oh, okay. Well,
or that one.
normally a flat knife would get further. I like to go this far out there. So we'll try it.
Try it.
So, Dad.
Yeah.
So, I like what Rival said. Whenever people try to say it's because the person is going to win, it autocorrects it. It says well played. When you try to say
It autocorrects it, says
yeah.
well played.
No.
Well
played.
Oh, well played.
It thumbs up at you. And then also, if you try to say, like, I forgot what it was.
Mm-hmm.
There's something, it autocorrects it to, nice loadout. Yeah. So if you try to say page lit, it will say, if you try to say you're page lit, it will say you're the nice loadout. You have a nice loadout.
Okay.
And it, like, corrects it to nice loadout.
This was in the van. Do you want it?
You took it off?
No, actually.
How is it off?
I don't know. I thought you did that.
no, I took that off, Chase. That wrapper off that. Here, in the house.
Throw it away then. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, throw it away.
I can't wait to I need that.
Yeah, hopefully I clicked you again now. We have to do them.
Okay. Is that how big a pouch is?
Well, I'm gonna cut this smaller, or
Don't you want a piece of plate?
Not that thing. If it wasn't so, yeah, I don't know. No, that's good. Yep. So I left it on a stone this whole time, thinking it would hopefully add. This feels too. It's crusted on the top and bottom, and I set the temperature lower and cooked it longer. You grab a plate, Chase. So I can keep one of these out of here.
So then it's easier for the rats.
And I need to see if this is. If I need to put it back in the oven.
I really don't want it to go back in the oven before it goes.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't touch that. Well, there you go, son. You experiment on the first one, you don't know.
Alright, here. I'm gonna experiment.
It's your pizza.
I have to use a fork.
Shouldn't be too hot. Should be able to.
I can't tell where the dough is. Oh, there you go. Kind of looks like last time, same thing.
It might just be the dough, because look how good the crust cooked. Look at this. Look at this. Look how good that. I mean, if it's not chewy. Sorry.
No, don't.
No.
Go away.
This floor is so dirty.
Making it.
Might as well keep your shoes on.
Making it.
Don't step in.
How? How do you control?
Just eat above the plate. That's why us adults do it. Because we know.
It should go. It's very, very.
Alright, so with this oven, let's just remember 420 for 30 minutes, not 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Is that what you did this time?
20 minutes at 420.
I thought you said 30 minutes.
I did it for 20. So
So you're saying so you want to do it for
next
30
time.
next time.
yeah. I'm going to microwave mine for 20 seconds. It happens. Yeah,
Imagine that
promise.
makes it good. That little microwave.
Well, yeah, too, the problem is, like, I have to preheat the oven for another, almost 15 minutes. Just to cook it for another 10. It's like, yeah, I could. Do you want me to?
No, if you just microwave it, everybody's okay with.
I mean,
It looks the same as it did before. The last time you cooked it. I don't know.
You want a slice? What do you want? Jason, I mean, I cut the onions, but he put everything on his pizza himself. Everything. I able to let him make the crust after I lightly spread it. So he did the crust, the pizza crust roll.
Nice.
We would have put string cheese in there, but we didn't have it.
No.
He put all the garlic powder on, the sauce. He did everything. I didn't touch a thing. He put the onions on, then he put the cheese on. I let him spread it all out, showed him how to do it. The onions and pepperoni all himself.
You use purple onion?
No, I use this
I
onion.
bought purple onions for you. Are they not there anymore?
No, I use this onion. No, I don't know. And so they're right here. Where did you put it? Oh, right here. It's marked. Here's the onions. They're chopped. So, no, this isn't mine. This is someone else's. Who said he'll put it by the coffee? Onions, thyme, top. Oh, right here. They're marked.
I don't know what happened. I had bought a bag of purple onions. And I opened them, and when I put them in there, they were definitely in there. I opened them.
Like how long ago?
Whenever I went and got this extra dough,
Well, then they must have used them
not knowing.
or threw them away.
Unless, yeah, maybe they were bad.
They could have went bad. Yeah. That sucked. When I first opened the dough, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's freaking moldy. And it was the seasoning was there. Through the bag, it looked straight like mold. Is the pizza okay?
Very good.
Okay, so, I mean, it's this kind of dough that does that. See, when I would make the dough with the powder, it never did. Well, no, it never did that. It's the dough. It's probably a preservative they're putting in the dough. Yeah, this morning I was up with the kids and they're like, "Oh man, the rain!" I go, "Yeah, look at this rain." I'm like, I was like, I can't. This is too heavy, you know. I'm not gonna waste another 170-mile round trip just to go there. I'm like, so I feel like it got moved to the high school. And I'm like, it's raining. What's that? I didn't realize they're gonna have it inside.
Yeah.
So she's like, a lot of people are mad and all this. I'm like, I don't know what you mean. Like, I don't, you know.
What do you mean you don't know what she means?
Like, I don't know.
Parents are upset because, you know.
Yeah, she said Kata's mom, I guess, called off work or something, or.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was inside. Because I was like, what's it moving to Lakeside High School to do?
Hola.
Where are you skating?
She's coming down. She's changing to sweatshirt because she's really cold.
If you don't want pizza, it's fine. You have something else if you want.
What is there else?
She's supposed to make himself a hot dog stick. Why not?
What? Wow.
Well, look on fridge and see.
Bruh.
Your tuna might still be in there.
I'll just have some pizza. See, look how flaky that is. Everybody at the thing, they were like, is that Cadence? I'm like, that's Cadence. And they're like, is that Autumn? Why is she here? Like,
Please?
well, no. Everybody around me, they're like, Cleveland? I'm like, I'm not like everybody else from Cleveland, okay? Leave me alone. I want attention.
You don't want pizza?
I think I just look.
Chase, man.
Chase made it. Chase
Help yourself, Cadence. There's plates up there in the cabinet. You know where the paper plates are.
I think. Yes. Yeah, I remember. I'm not really hungry though. That's the thing. Like, I'm not hungry.
You're ready to go to Whippy Dip, huh?
I tried to spread the pizza after I cut it, but yeah, Chase pretty much did everything.
Anyway.
I even let him put the pizza in the oven and take it out with my assistance.
This is my dad.
Don't show me. Oh no, I will get up and beat you all.
Oh, okay, Dad. I'm on the phone with.
You might need a fork, because at the end, in the middle, kind of, it's a little wetter, doughy. So once you get past the halfway mark, it's
So
good.
I was on the phone with Madeline, so over, right? I'm not doing this, but her brother is Carson. So he was like, "Who are you on the phone with? Who are you on the phone with?" That's just the phone with Autumn. And I was like, "How do you know what I sound like?" I was like, "Oh no!" And he was like, "Hello." He said, and then he was playing his game in the background, and then he was like, "I actually might have pooped my pants, guys." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then Madeline, his sister, flipped him so bad.
It's just worse than the clips you do to us. You get another slice? Good. It's your pizza. Yeah.
Bro, I was on mute. Sorry.
I want to make a green pepper pepperoni. We're gonna make some green peppers. I washed my water bottles out today.
That was for my younger.
Ah.
Pass around, God. I say, sure not.
I like cutting them into 16,
And
but
I forgot I still had his number, right? I went, this you. And I sent him the pictures. It's so bad.
yeah, I gave you cat treats.
So, I want you to help him with a intro for his YouTube outfit. I said she is
I'm the expert.
an
now.
expert.
Faith knows how to feel. So at like 4 this morning, I got the his bathroom. I always sit down first thing because I'm getting tired. I can't really see the counter lights on. But like I
Right.
don't sit all the way on. Still just peeing. I kind of sit on the very front edge. The whole right side was wet, and I'm like, if I get up, the whole, it looked like clear. The whole side was as if it was like something was taken out, moved towards the wall. It's only on the one side. I'm like, Charlie had drinks, like no, like drinking, and it turned in his head.
Man.
Right, because it wasn't like dirty. And when I wiped it, it wasn't like yellow on the, on the paper. So like it had to
Autumn?
be clear.
Oh, you're not on it.
He must. I think Charlie must. Yeah, so I'm gonna start closing all the lids, the toilets, because I don't want him drinking in there. And he wets the toilets, and I'm thinking it's people peeing on the seat.
Right, I know.
I'm about to die on.
He's not out, but
Could have been a convenience thing for him.
he usually doesn't. Like, he passes by the bathroom,
But if somebody,
wet the seat.
I mean, almost every time, except yours, the bathroom. Yours just isn't flushed, but
Right.
between this bottom one, especially, or the top one, this bottom one's really. It's the under. It's,
Unless it was, you said it was 4 in the morning?
yeah. Then I got up to go. Well, to get ready, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I look at the weather, I'm like, it's worse than sleep. I'm like, and I shouldn't have ate all that freaking ice cream.
Did you check Parma?
That's what I mean. It was worse than sleep.
Oh,
They have warnings again. Severe thunderstorms scattered, heavy at times, and burst. What do you call it? Cluster storms.
scattered.
And I didn't tell you, but when I was there Thursday later, I got back. I dropped the trailer off my parents. I got here. Remember the day I said I might just spend the night?
Yeah.
It was 7:03. I made my last little cut. We're talking a powered surfer, so okay. I kept hearing from between 6 and 7 is when I was just trying to make the skids a little bit shorter so I can get them through the gate on my two-wheeler. You know, I'm hearing someone say something during the time I'm doing that, but then when I stopped, I abruptly stopped. And I just hear kind of like movement, nothing said. I'm like, all right. So I start back up and I'm going. And I hear something again. I hear a bang. I stop. I'm like, so I kept going.
This is outside.
And then I'm wheeling into the trailer. I hear nothing. And now I'm kind of like letting them fall. So they stack up. They clap, you know.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, any work, construction work, that isn't permittable, let known, tax paid through the city, or if your business registered to do this with the permit and with their allowance, no construction noises can be done after 5:30. So they consider a 9 to 5 job. People get home by 6. You have to do this during a 7 to 3:30. Yeah, depending unless it's an emergency something. So one of the neighbors had kind of finally, because I just said I was going to leave. I'm like, I was like kind of like loud. I'm like, all right. If someone's got something to say about what I'm doing, why say it while making the noise to yourself? You know? And then now I'm kind of like in a little bit of mood. I'm slamming. Now I'm being noisy on purpose. And I'm done cutting. Then I realized it was 7:03. I remember this. I went to the back. I was gathering my tools. Because I'm like, I ain't going to stay here. And then it started pouring rain again. And then
You got pink on your face.
I went in the back.
I know.
And I got in there. I'm like, I got a little more room. And I seen one little pallet piece. There was a little piece sticking off. And I'm like, all right, circle saw on this, and I cut it. And I heard someone say, damn it, it's real loud. And it was this guy. He has this 4-year-old, 4 or 5-year-old. I mean, she's, you know, he's stiff armed, dragging her across to me. And I look, and I have my circle saw. I just dropped it. And it's like, do you really want a quickie? And I'm going to try to stop your kid from falling. Like, you're good. And he comes to me and he stops. He says, all right, I'm back. And he's like, say hi to her friends. Say hi to the rude guy. He doesn't know how to follow rules. And you know what happens when you don't follow rules? And I told him, I said, she ain't gonna understand this. Like, you know the 2-inch rule. You have 2 inches. That's all I'm giving you for this point. And I stayed right there. You came 2 inches closer. He's in he's assaulting me. And I'm not gonna do anything with this kid there.
Right.
So he turned around and walked away. And then what time did I text you? I left close to 8 o'clock. No, I left about 7:30 because I went and dropped my trailer at my parents, and I went from there, got home at 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 or 7 different Parma police shows up as I'm trying to pull out of there. And so I just
Pull out of the
driveway.
house.
Yeah. And so I already got 3 of my 4 wheels out on my Suburban turn, and they come from both directions. So I shut off and I get out real quick and slam the door. And I'm just like, it's like this. And the guy comes out. He's like, it's like this. He's like, just hold on. You know, because I mean, I came out like I'm letting you know I'm not in there. There's nothing. I'm out. Like, you guys are now surrounded. Now you guys. This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna sit in the vehicle like, and you don't know what's going on. I'm coming out, exposing myself, but he comes to me. I actually start walking to him, and he doesn't reach anymore. He's just like, He's like, "You're the one causing all the problems here." And I go, "Yeah, it's funny how some guy can pull his daughter and call me names in front of his daughter and pretty much 2 inches from assaulting me." I was like, "I know my rights." I was like, "I'm gonna move my vehicle now because I am now blocking before you sit there and try to tell me that I'm impeding a flow of traffic with 4 and 3 cars blocking the entire street." So I went back in. He said, "Yeah, you can, safely move your vehicle." I backed it in. And I said, "I was hired to do a job here for here, non-construction. Okay. Nothing that has to be a permit being pulled. This is not my property. Say, I'm not doing any demolition. There's no structural. There's nothing that anyone licensed has to be except that's it. But I have a business license. You can look it up under the state. And this is a commercial trailer. This is my personal truck. All this equipment is mine. Anything on this property that I'm hired to remove is mine."
Mhm.
I was making no noise. I'm making more noise, and you guys are causing more of a scene, and the other guy's trying to interrupt me. I was like, "Than anything." I was like, "So if you have a problem,
But you
don't
said
just-"
you weren't making noise,
No.
but you were.
No, I was moving the pallets around, and then as we're
But you
doing,
were chainsawing stuff.
no, I had a circular saw.
Okay, you were circular sawing.
I went and I opened my trailer. I said, "See this right here? This is what I was cutting." He was like, "Oh yeah." He even said, "Yeah, that's nothing."
So you were making noise.
He even said, "Yeah, that's nothing." I was like, "I wasn't using any heavy equipment back here, any noise, not breaking noise ordinance or anything." And the whole time, there's 2 doors down. This guy is working on his truck, diesel truck, and this black steam railing, soot smoke everywhere, revving it with loud music playing. And I was like, I can't. I really, it's hard for me to talk and concentrate over the noise ordinance issue up there. I said, so a guy decided to take it upon himself to drag his kid, who looked like it could be a kidnap victim, to be honest, to get in my space to tell me that I'm not following rules because he can't handle what's going across the street. Because I look like the lesser of a threat. Do I not look like the lesser threat? I mean, I was being a complete, never. By the time one cut, they all left, and I go, "Oh, they're leaving," but there's a problem, and here's the problem. I'm doing a job. Who's probably making less money than this guy's making? Like I don't understand the problem. You know, an answer for my ID, and I said, "Absolutely not. You have enough information on me right now that you know exactly who I am and what I'm doing." And he's like, "Well, we're called, so we have to come and inspect everything." And he's like, and you said, "I understand." He actually he knew what he was supposed to be doing. And I said, "I've already given you more information than you needed. I opened up the trailer. I walked you through someone else's backyard, trespassing now, seeing where everything is going on. And you tell me what the law is here that I'm unaware of."
Is that when you were told that it was a law,
No, yeah, he said everything's good.
noise ordinance at 5:30?
He told me if you have to do work that you're hired from, the person who hires you has to pull a permit if it's permits needed. He's like, "Nothing I see here is need a permit that you're doing. Nothing was need deserve to have a
Yeah,
call."
but that's different from a noise ordinance.
Right. He said nothing I can see you were doing here would have required a permit or a noise ordinance issue. There's for a complaint. And then he actually went over and talked to the person that was revving the diesel thing. And the guy kept revving it. He didn't stop. He actually was revving it louder when the police officer came. And I said, "Yeah, I'm thinking myself when he went over here after this. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that." It's like, so that freaking neighbor on this.
That's why, like you said,
Yeah.
the neighbor was
Yep.
doing it because he was picking, fighting from camp with the other guy.
Trying to make it seem as, I mean, I did, literally, there was nothing I did. There was, whatever. And the one day I was there doing the inside work, I remember when I had the garage door open, I was tossing stuff in the trailer. I thought I heard him say something then. I remember he was yelling at his
And
kids.
you were just working in the house.
I was bagging and then walking and putting stuff in the back of the trailer and then get up in there and just toss it. Like, no, I didn't even play my music. And I heard him yelling at his kids. His kids were crying. And I thought maybe his kid got hurt. Well, why would you yell at your kid when it's hurt? Like you know, and then the wife came home and they were screaming at each other. And I could swear he hit her. Something, I don't know, because she took off speeding out of there without the kids because I could see. And I'm like, all right, this is why I like to live in a neighborhood, And then he seemed pretty mad. He looked like a military guy. Um, and he
Younger.
started playing 30s. He started playing some music, like just country gospel.
What?
So that's when I turn my music on. I turn my heavy metal on.
Country guy.
Yeah, the police officer is like, I was letting you know, a permit will be pulled because there's a plumbing problem here and electrical problem here. Not by me, but by the new owner of the house. So there'll be other work being done on the inside. I was like, but I've heard a lot of stuff in this neighborhood compared to anything I've done. I said I could clap louder than the noise I was making.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I get it. I have no. He's like, I was like, and I even opened my Suburban. I said, look at this. See how organizedly neat this is? This is my tools. I was being a real smart ass.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I was like, yeah, that's a machete. On the other side is another weapon. There's our weapon. I mean, tools. And now I'm joking around with them about everything. And he's like, some people just need to get a life. And he says, yeah. He's like, it's probably the smartest thing you do is get out of the truck as fast as you can and sit there.
Really?
He's like, because he's like, normally, yeah. And I go, oh, I've been, said I've been around the block, not this block. Been around the block enough to know that I will fully expose myself, no weapons, so that we can get this done as quick as possible, and I can let you know exactly what's on my mind. Because for me to sit there and wait and play the hard, I know my rights thing and the amendments BS and sit there and comply, that just ticks you guys off. You guys want one to one. You guys like confrontation. That's what you're trained for. You're trained to deactivate an individual, to have something not escalate. To
De-escalate.
yeah,
Yeah, but sometimes that can go the other way. You get out fast like that. they're
Oh,
like,
I was out before they could even. I mean, I guess slammed it. Looking around like, wow, like
That's all this for me.
and I feel like going, do I get a ticket? I'm like, dude. And so then I said some stuff about the neighbor. I said, you might get another call because if I hear any more I said this a lot. If I hear any more screaming beyond normal domestic disputes, I'll be calling. And you have my information that I'm not giving you already. And this guy's already gonna know that I'm the one calling. So I come here next and I hear stuff, I'm gonna call. Because not what's fair is fair, but this was uncalled for. Literally uncalled for.
Yeah, literally.
So I didn't get a message back from Talata. I was like, yeah, I had a little fight with your neighbor.
Oh,
He trespassed on your property, and he was within 2 inches of me striking. And I said, I don't want to
what did he say?
I haven't got a reply back.
Just it's hard.
Oh.
Well, Autumn's begging you to take her to Whittington.
So when I was there yesterday, pouring rain, couldn't do anything. By the time I had time to leave to my appointment, it just sucked. But at least I was already in Cleveland for work. It's not like I made a special trip.
It's not like you made a special trip. Like today when. All right, let me go pee. Hi, do you like your pizza? Oh my God!
Just give Charlie the crust then.
I'm telling you.
When you're done.
That's what you're gonna have. Okay.
So it's a whole jar of sauce, a whole bag of cheese, and it's a little bit of onions.
Hey, Charlie, let's first. Oh, okay. Make sure I got
Throw it out for the birds.
Yeah, the crust. You got all the stuff right here. This.
I gotta.
Man, where?
Gotta go deep.
Yep. Sir, your phone case.
Yeah, your phone case is on the kitchen. I mean, the dining room table. It's on the floor.
Why did I put that on the floor? Well, what happened to that?
Phone case?
Oh.
Excellent. Are you sure you're warm enough to go? It's all outside.
Do you know what baby dip is? We just put it there. Wait, what?
I mean, we need it. You guys need it.
I have a pair of Speedos that are black with silver stripe. I'll have never worn.
Yeah, okay. Rocks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I feel like I'm kidding.
Why not? No, they're loose. They're for workout.
Oh. Oh. Your throat's going on. Hey.
It's supposed to.
Yana. Yana, let's run gavel. Gotta go. He's gotta go. What? What? Resting.
I don't think you got to the litter, but
Your breath stinks up the house. My breath.
so much for you survived. Thank you so much for getting this.
Yeah, that is. Oh, I'm not just waiting till today. Not just you, that other kid. I couldn't even have him either. So I'll be back about one time. Where'd you go? I mean, I texted or anything. But all right. Got him.
Hey, are you going to the drive-thru?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Give you some money for a milkshake.
I was fine.
No, you being healthy.
Go potty.
I would like to make soft serve be so much better, but by the time you get done, it's most crazy. You want a milkshake from what you did? What flavors? Think about it. We got lots of different flavors. This fall. Chocolate, or ultra.
Okay.
Just need like black cherry for me, black raspberry, whatever.
Black cherry.
Malt. And you can get mine large, so you can have one if you want. Okay, so get a flavor you like. I'll like it. I'll just be happy to get some. $12 should cover between him and I. Alright, be careful. No hurry. Because it's milkshake, so no hurry. I'm saying. Oh, you want me to help you? You're a man.